Hello, I'm Craig Summerall. Thanks for joining me again as we continue reading the book Monday Morning Choices by David Cottrell. Monday Morning Choice number 9, the relationship choice. Connect with success. Have you ever wondered how bees survive in the winter? Interestingly, they survive because of the mutual aid and unselfish teamwork. When winter arrives, the bees form into a ball. All the bees, even the ones on the outside of the ball, move continually. Their movement is like chaotic dancing. After a while, the bees change places. The bees in the center of the ball rotate to the outside of the ball, and all the other bees move more inward. They all have to sacrifice and move to the outside of the ball and then await their chance to return to the center. To survive the winter, they must work together as a team. If the bees in the center were to decide not to rotate, the entire hive would eventually die. Even the ones in the temporary warmth of the center would die. Just as the bees cannot survive without the others, no one can achieve long-term success alone. Everyone needs other people's help. Building relationships. Our relationships, from close family members to co-workers, from bosses to employees, often decide our direction and are an important part of our lives. No one can achieve long-term success working alone on his own or her own personal island. Why? The ability to develop trust and get along with others is a basic requirement for success. A Carnegie Foundation study once showed that only 15% of success could be attributed to job knowledge and technical skills. Of course, you need knowledge and skills. However, this will not be the primary determinant of your success. The Carnegie study showed that 85% of a person's success is determined by what the researchers called ability to deal with people and attitude. Some of us may have a vast circle of relationships. Others may prefer a more intimate group. Yet, the skills in building and maintaining these relationships are shared across the spectrum. But how do we learn to build these relationships? Who teaches us how to develop positive relationships with others? We may have role models within our families or a mentor at school or at work. An older brother or sister may help us pattern our relationships, or perhaps we take our cues from a relative whom we admire and try to emulate. We may model a person down the hall in the office or someone whom we have admired from afar. Many of us, however, go it alone, relying on our own instincts when we create our own models for building relationships. We take advice from teachers, books, influential associates, or larger-than-life heroes on the sports fields or the movie screen. Then we put them all together in an enormous collage and use it as a guide for forming and nurturing our relationships. There is no set pattern for relationships. There are no universal criteria. Each individual desires and seeks something slightly different in a relationship from everyone else. No matter where your ideas about relationships have come from, sooner or later you'll discover that relationships are a requirement for success. You cannot achieve success alone. But relationships don't just happen. Healthy, wholesome, energizing relationships take time and energy from both people involved, and these healthy relationships have a tendency to grow and change over time. Thanks for watching. Here's to a great week, and we'll see you next time.